Hello everybody. Before this video begins, I have a few announcements to make. First of all, I have a Patreon! So if you want to support me, there you go! And one last thing, I have a Tumblr account with an asking blog. So if you want to ask me questions, go ahead! Now then, my fellow viewers, enjoy the video. Okay, people, I know what I said my next review would be in the last video, and I know I've been gone for a while, like, over a year, but this is something I have to talk about. Here's a quick summary of OKKO. OKKO is a show where a kid named KO, just roll with it, strives to become a hero by working at a store. There's a villain named Lord Boxman, hijinks ensues, and that's about it. Let me tell you, if there's one thing this show isn't, it's subtle. Just my style. That being said, we won't be going into a subtlety debate this episode. No, instead we're going to be looking at an episode that immediately made someone who's designed like this my favorite character in the show. Why is this the case? Let's have a look. We start off with Enid snapping her fingers to get corn from a corn god. Trust me, just go with it. If we ask logical questions, this'll be as long as my last video. Pests? Where? I got the buck burner ready. We'll burn up every last one of those roaches? So we burn them anyway? I was only kidding.
Wow, Enid! That was amazing!
I'm so sorry.
Be cool.
We see that Enid has a fire aspect to her powers, even to the point of immunity to fire, and I love her already. Granted, I like the electricity element more, but the element of fire is the next best thing. And I'm a combine pyro, not combine electrician. In fact, Enid seems to know better than me at being an electrician as she stops the microwave fire, but sadly doesn't save the popcorn. It's okay. Popcorn has those annoying shells that get stuck in your teeth, and what the flack, he's eating it anyway! And then these three, I'm assuming they're kids, literally burst out of the ceiling pipe and just say and wear the most stupid, trendy stuff the 90s ever spouted, with a hint of the 2010s.
The name's Nilio, the cool lizard. And these are my homies, kids. Hashtag suck.
I can't help but feel this is somehow relevant to someone else in real life doing something very similar. Anyway, after a moment of Rad embarrassing himself, yes, his name is Rad, I swear, just roll with it, the pests grow fondness towards Enid and decide they want to hang out with her. With this, Rad and KO are assigned to run the counter. I predict that this will not go awry in any way whatsoever. Enid starts to bond with the pests, while KO and Rad can't even handle one customer. Wow, that was fast.
Well, that's our lunch break. Guess we'll just have to answer your question after we get back.
And the start of lunch break was fast too, apparently. And during said lunch break, Enid starts to realize that the pests don't seem to have much to them, aside from just trying to be cool and throw parties. Again, sounds familiar. But it turns out the lizard called up a bunch of people to have a party at the store, and oh boy, show me if some of the stuff these people say sounds familiar.
They rocked the party! They rocked your body! I got so much money to spend and so many bad decisions to make!
And it's right here that Enid realizes what makes these pests true pests. Seriously, ransacking, causing chaos, acting like idiots, not caring if someone gets hurt in the midst of it. Please tell me someone other than me is seeing the correlation here.
Yay!
And since I said they're happy to ransack the shop, it comes as no surprise that the pests push over the shelves, causing a domino effect that nearly crushes poor KO. Enid then confronts the pests face to face. They try to shake her off at first, but then she kindly asks them to
Look me in the eye!
Look me in the eye!
And it's here we get, honestly, probably the best moral I have heard in a long time, and one that's incredibly relevant to what's going on today, especially here on YouTube.
Being cool is about being real. So who are you really? Chillcat, who are you without your 3D glasses? Peach, you don't have to put a hashtag in front of everything. And you, Gnarlio. What are you without rollerblades, your surfboard, your backwards baseball cap? Who are you without all the layers of trends and the cool persona you're trying to be? I know who I am. Do you?
When I first watched the episode, my jaw frickin' dropped when I heard that speech. That line alone made Enid easily my favorite character in this entire show. So the episode ends with the three pests bettering themselves and they actually make something of their lives. Yes, indeed. Peach writes a book about who he is, Chillcat becomes a doctor, and Gnarlio has his own family. And it's all thanks to Enid.
Thank you.
No longer are they pests. They're AIDS. Wait, that came out wrong. Anyway, time for my final thoughts. This episode was friggin' great. Relying on trends to try and stay known is a very lazy way out. In OKKO's We've Got Pests does a very good job of showing why. For those of you who are sick of hearing about a trendy douche, this episode must be a breath of fresh air. After seeing this episode and seeing some of Season 2 of OKKO, I look forward to seeing where Enid's character goes, and I'll be rooting for her all the way through. One last thing, I really like the outro music, so I'm just gonna use it from now on, at the end of every video. If you like this video, please share it with other people. Support me on Patreon. Commission me to draw you something. Any kind of support would be great and appreciated.